Every device comes with a user's manual, doesn't it? Well, so does laws of universe. Level 3 is like a guide, a handy tool book to help us navigate the triggers of life. Wellness morning to all from Building Spiritual Muscles, a subsidiary of Human Empowerment Cell of Jivan Charge. We welcome you all on our day 1 of our 10-day ongoing series on laws of universe, level 3. Ventri Kaurji, our spiritual healer and life coach, will help, guide, handhold us as we try to decipher these laws. Shall we start?
Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh, Sat Sri Akal. Good morning to all. Good evening to the overseas. Ram Ram Ji. So today is the first day for our level 3, which we say is the sub-laws. So once again, we are back at 5:30 in the morning. So I can see all the smiling faces. Please give me a smile. Yeah, that's very important. And please come onto the screen. All of you come onto the screen. Yes. So the day starts with a beautiful smile on your face. Yes. Manjeet, Surjeet, Minu, all of you, just all please come onto the screen. Yes. Come onto the screen. So now we start with the first day on the level 3. Very, very important. We call it the sub-laws. We have done the universal laws, the spiritual laws, and now we come to the sub-laws. Now, what exactly are the sub-laws? What exactly are the sub-laws? One thing I want to make it very clear to you. These are certain tools which you do not borrow from anywhere outside. This is already inside us, but we are not aware of it. We are not aware of it. So we are just educating ourselves, elevating ourselves, sharing this knowledge so that we can trigger these things which are already inside us. So what are the sub-laws? They are connected to the psychological feature, the mental. These are the attributes of human. We have inherited this. It is already inside us. So these laws and all are a psychological favor. That means it's in the mental way, mental thinking. Then this is the reason why we are separate from the other dynasty of the universe. Other dynasty, the stone dynasty, the plant dynasty, the animal dynasty. This is where we are absolutely apart from them because of this certain features of the psychological or the human attributes. This is what we have inherited. These sub-laws, which are already inside, deep-rooted inside us, has to be used, can be used as a tool. How? Because these tools will help us and use the spiritual laws. Our universal laws, we did 12, then we did 13, all these laws to be used. We can help with using these sub-laws. If we use these sub-laws, it helps us to make a better life. And then we can not only fulfill whatever we want in life, but also the world around us. But there are certain laws which the human being also do. Then they have an attachment, and if we do falter it, we have penalties for it. So these laws, one thing, be very alert about it. You're not borrowing it from anyone. It is already inside us. I mean, you can say that isko humko virasat mein mila hai because we are human beings. Human being, these are our attributes. This is our nature. This is our behavior. But we do not have that knowledge. So today we are just trying to, every day we will take about 2 laws of these 2 tools and all, and we will try to trigger it. And when we try to trigger it, it will help us of how to use the universal laws. We have done so many laws from the first level, second level. It will just help us how to use it and be beneficial for us and for the world. Now, what are the sub-laws? What are they? These are the spiritual guidelines. They are the spiritual guidelines for us. If we try to ignore these laws, then what will happen? Maybe unconsciously we are already using it, we don't even know. Today we're just going to become aware of it. But if we try to ignore these laws, then we are going to be in a mess. Then all the universal laws that we have been learning and sharing with each other, then what will happen? We'll not be able to use it properly. If we do not use these sub-laws, we overlook these sub-laws which are already inside us. And if we don't use it, then what will happen? We are going to be in a chaos. We are going to suffer. And if we use these laws, we are going to make adjustment in life. We are going to be very balanced and we will have very nice experiences. So these laws are very, very important because every man is running for happiness. All want happiness, all want peace, all want evolution. So these laws are going to help us. So you must understand these, that these sub-laws are first thing, we are inheriting this. This is our attributes. This is a psychological figure which is deeply rooted inside us. From today, we're just going to slowly trigger them and make you aware that you are already possessing all these things. And you have to use it, use these tools with all the laws that you have done in the level 1 and level 2. Now let's come on to the first law. What is the first law? It is the aspiration. The first law that we are going to take is aspiration. I will like you to be very, very alert because I'm not giving you much matter, but you will be getting all these recordings later on, which you can do your thing, but be very attentive. It's very easy to just understand. The first law, which will now you be shown on the screen, is aspiration. Now, what is the aspiration? Aspiration is towards the higher self. This aspiration is to the higher self. Now, this aspiration, what do you mean? This to the higher self is what? The higher self is our mantu jo swarup hai. That means this aspiration is higher self means to that oneness. And where does it reside? Inside us. So this is an aspiration which we are now going to discuss about. What is actually aspiration? Agar main पूछूं कि aspiration hai kya? What do you mean by aspiration? Aspiration is like a dream. It's like a dream that you have. And it is like hopes, is an ambition to achieve goals. Aspiration. Inspiration and aspiration. Inspiration is what outside we are inspired by. Today, whatever knowledge we are taking, whatever we are sharing, we are being inspired. We are being inspired. When we are being inspired by, because without knowledge, we cannot move. So every level, we are just imparting knowledge, sharing knowledge. This knowledge is now giving us inspiration. It has given us inspiration from the outside. And what has it done? It is telling us that there's an aspiration. एक हमारे अंदर एक dream है. एक हमारे अंदर there is a hope. There is an ambition. एक जज्बा है कि we have to achieve the life goal. Now where is this? एक जज्बा जो hope है ये हमारे अंदर ही है. But we are using it in different ways. We can use it in the materialist world, in this worldly way, or we can also use it in our internal journey, in our spiritual self. So there are two ways. Aspiration can be used outwardly and inwardly. So what is the two types? The two types is the intrinsic aspiration. That means that is the internal, that is the psychological needs, that is our evolution. And this is on our well-being. So first. Second is what is called the aspiration. That means this is something external, outside. Like we have an aspiration for getting our goals of education, holding big post, earning money, becoming the boss. So there are two, outside and inside. We are usually discussing about the spiritual aspect, but side by side, because children want, they must have this aspiration, because in life they have also all their goals and they want to achieve it. They have their own dreams. They want to reach to a certain level in life. So what happens? Aspiration is needed there also. But if we only go to this aspiration on the external, then what happens? Then we get so engrossed into it that slowly we start becoming, we are going to be hurt. Last end result is going to be, are going to be hurt. But if this aspiration is going to be used in our internal, that is where our evolution is going to take place. So if we say that this internal and external aspiration, so I'm giving you both. We are going to focus on the internal, but I am giving you the side education of the external also. So now if we have got these two, internal is going to be on social aspiration, is going to be on family aspiration, is going to be on skill aspiration. So there are three. Internal aspiration, our goal, our focus, our ambition, our passion, जो साढ़े अंदर द जज्बा है, internal the case three area which होएगा in social, into our family and into our skill. What happens in the social? We are making good friends, we are building up our relationships, we are doing voluntary works, we are doing service to humanity. These are all our aspirations from the internal. Even in family life, we have good relationships, marriage, children, and then comes to the skill. We are having certain talents inside us. We want to trigger into that so that we can use it for humanity. So aspiration is, in, you can say in very short form, ये हमारा एक जज्बा है, ये हमारा एक पैशन है, ये हमारा एक ड्रीम है, ये हमारे अंदर होप्स है. So these are the two types of aspiration. Now, how do we find कि ये बंदे के अंदर बहुत high aspiration of life है? How? What are the things? In spirituality में देखा जाए, so that person, it becomes very dreamy, because it is in his own world. ये signs है that this person has a very high aspiration in spirituality. He is in his own world. And what does he do in his own world? He is just thinking about what to do next. Aaj, for example, if we are learning all the laws. When we are learning all the laws and all, हमारे अंदर एक जज्बा उठ गया. Inspired हुए by this laws, and now एक जज्बा उठा. वो जज्बा क्या है कि we are now becoming into a very different level of energy. We are becoming very dreamy. We only want to evolve. हमने उससे मिलना है, हमने अपने higher self से मिलना है. We want all that peace and happiness. So what happened? We want to connect, we want to unite with the oneness. So we are dreaming and we are always achieving our dream to move forward and forward. Then what happens? We are always thinking about the big picture. We are thinking about like a destiny. आज मैंने ये करना, आगे की मेरी जिंदगी. So we have a very big picture. We are not thinking about small things. We have a very big picture because our connection is there to the universe. Then at this time, you will see we are always working on our weaknesses. Always working on it. अगर worldly में देखा जाए, external में देखा जाए, so if they have a passion, that person will also keep on checking. मैं कौन सी area में weak हूँ, उसको मैंने cover up करना है. Cover up करके I have to become strong. So also in the spiritual life, we are also working all on our negativity. We are working on all our weaknesses, and we are trying to build up spiritual muscles. See, every day we are working. These are signs that yes, we are having that aspiration. हमारे अंदर वो जज्बा जाग उठा है. हमारे अंदर वो hopes and dreams जाग चुकी हैं. Then we are becoming very ambitious. And this ambition is what at times it becomes like overachieving. It becomes over. We think nothing, हमारे लिए अब सब कुछ रहने दो. But we want our evolution. We are 24/7 working on it. We are alert on our thoughts. We are alert on our weaknesses. We are doing our we are transmuting them. And then what we are coming to know about our self-worth, about ourselves. These are signs. You will see among yourself, we are inculcating these things. Why? Try to trigger that aspiration. वो जज्बे को उठाओ. वो जज्बा कहाँ है? Where is this hope? Where are these dreams? What are all these? What are these strong goals? It is already inside us. Maybe we are already using it, but we are not aware that this is aspiration. So अगर नहीं है तो उठाओ. अगर हमने ये aspiration उठा लिया, so what will happen? जो laws of the universe है, we can apply them beautifully. क्यों? अब हमारे अंदर एक जज्बा उठ गया. हमने सारे laws किए हैं. हमको पता है aspiration toward the oneness, toward the universe, towards the higher self. So we know कि जैसे जैसे हम सारे laws apply करेंगे, law of attraction, the law of the divine, the law of compensation, correspondence, the law of the cause and the effect, all these laws, अब हमारे अंदर वो जज्बा है कि yes, I have to connect to the higher self. And how I can understand the law of the cause and effect. I have to be very careful of my thoughts. I have to be very careful of my seeds, because what I sow, so shall I reap. तो मेरे अंदर वो जज्बा होना चाहिए. अगर नहीं है, then we will not be able to apply these laws 100%. Because ਅਸੀਂ बहुत जल्दी डोल जाते हैं. We get bored very easily. You see, 24/7. अच्छा चलो बदलो अभी, अब बोर हो गया, अगला कर जाए, अगला करो. No, ये जज्बा होना चाहिए कि until I don't achieve, I have to have this dream, this goal, this focus has to be there. So now we're triggering this aspiration in you towards the higher self. Now, how do you develop this aspiration? How do you develop it? अभी तक तुमको यही नहीं पता कि हमारे अंदर वो है क्या. If they are, we don't even know about it. So how do we know that we have this type of aspiration in us? Now, first and foremost, make sure this vision of yours is in a positive vision. First thing, first step, you have to understand that this vision that you are having, is it positive? Meeting the higher self, this is already positive. पर हो सकता है मेरे अंदर जज्बा है कि I have to become the CEO, I have to become the boss, I have to learn to work and become into a very nice successful man, earn money and all. You need to understand this, that this is positive only to a certain level. It's only to a certain level, because the internal thing, that mental, that psychological, the well-being is not there. You have to understand कि ये जो जज्बा आप उठा रहे हो, जिस चीज के लिए उठा रहे हो, ये पॉजिटिव है कि नहीं. खाली पैसा पैसा पैसा, या स्टेटस, या योर पावर एंड इज गोइंग टू पुट इनटू अ सूप. तो ये जो जज्बा आप उठा रहे हो, देखो कि ये पॉजिटिव है कि नहीं. अगर वो पॉजिटिव है, देन ask these questions to yourself. Ask these questions to yourself, that what are the things you hope to achieve or experience every day? What are the things? क्या कौन सी चीजें मेरे अंदर, जिस चीज को मैं एक्सपीरियंस करना चाहती हूँ? What are they? What are the things that I'm passionate about, which I want to pursue? That are my dreams. They are my passion. What is it? मेरे अंदर क्या है? क्या मेरे अंदर वो passion है to meet the oneness? या मेरा अंदर वो passion है कि भाई मैंने अभी तो बच्चों को शादी करनी है, अभी तो मेरे पास बड़ा टाइम है, अभी तो बुढ़ापा आएगा करूंगी, अभी तो जवानी है, let me live my life. What is your passion? What is your aspiration? Having aspiration to unite with the oneness or with the higher self, you can have this even from a young age. You don't need to get it to that old age to get this. You don't need to, because when you have an aspiration to connect to the higher self, to connect to the oneness, you are going to incult all the positive energy inside you. You're going to connect to all the positive energy, and when you connect to all the positive energy inside you, man chadde kala vich hamesha rahega, will always be in high spirit, will always be in loving. Why? We are connected to the higher self. And when you're connected to the higher self, then it is very easy for you to become a CEO. It's very easy to become powerful, everything. But connecting your aspiration, your dreams, your hope should be fought to the higher self, spirituality. Then, if you have put this question that what you want, okay, I want to connect to my higher self. This is my first goal, my first passion. Then give yourself time. This cannot be overnight. You have to give some time to yourself. Then how do you give time to yourself? Collect all the information. What are we doing in all these levels? These are all the information that we are collecting. We are educating ourselves. And when we are collecting all the informations, please don't pressurize yourself कि मैं एक ही दिन में सारा कुछ कर लूं. Don't pressurize yourself. Don't stress yourself. When you're getting all these informations, educating yourself, you're actually giving opportunities to learn, to grow. How are you giving opportunity? आज हमने जितने भी informations ली हैं, ये सारी information has inspired us. When they have inspired us, हमारे अंदर एक जज्बा उठ गया. That was already inside us, but we never knew because we never had any goal. We never knew. हमारी अभी तक खाली पैसा कमाना and ऐश करना था. अब हमारे अंदर एक जज्बा है, तो हमने उसको डायरेक्ट काम कर दिया to the higher self. So जब हमने higher self में डायरेक्ट कर दिया, so this jazba is going to be risen, and we have to give time. Take this, all this inspiration, all this knowledge, and search for all the opportunities in life. Don't compare with anyone. Don't. वो आगे निकल गया तो मैं पीछे निकल गई. No. Everyone is unique. Everyone has their way of working. Everyone has their own speed. Do not compare. Then now we have found out the purpose of life. Aspiration towards the higher self. Then, if for example, agar bar external में, if we find that someone is aspiration में कि मेरे अंदर कोई जज्बा ही नहीं है, मेरे अंदर कुछ चीज ही नहीं, वो फोर्स ही नहीं है. Why I don't have that? I'm not able to focus in my study. I'm not able to do something. मेरे अंदर वो जज्बा क्यों नहीं उठ रहा है? Then please go to the doctor. Go to a psychologist. That means maybe you got into a depression, or maybe there's anxiety. So that is external. What internal? मेरे अंदर क्यों नहीं? There's so much of thing I'm getting, but मेरे अंदर वो जज्बा क्यों नहीं आ रहा? Why I'm not able to do it? क्यों मैं हर जगह में डोल जाती हूँ? क्यों मैं डोल जाती हूँ? Why I get bored very easily? मेरे अंदर वो hopes, मेरे अंदर dreams क्यों नहीं आ रहे? Then go into spiritual leaders. Go into spiritual, go into a satsang, find out, get information. कि कहीं ना कहीं मेरे concepts clear तो नहीं है. Maybe they're not clear. That's why I'm not getting focused. Maybe my results are not coming very fast. Please go and do satsang. Or we can say in simple word, go and please talk to the spiritual leaders. Now, when you are, these are the way of how to increase your aspiration. So then you talk, you go to satsang, you get information, then aspiration starts. Your focus, your passion, your jazba starts inculcating inside you. Now, then you start checking for a change. Be very careful that we always avail yourself for changes. We are very, very scared for changes. We always, we procrastinate for this, कि भाई अभी छोड़ दो, रहने दो, अभी changes का क्या है? Changes are very hurtful. आज परम पुलेखी है ना इतने. Are we ready to leave it? Illusions and delusions? No. कुछ हो जाएगा. छोड़ो परे. Leave it. We are scared of changes. Please become aware. This is one of the points that you should be ready for changes. These are few of the things how we can inculcate inside us this aspiration. Now, in spiritual life, what does in spiritual life it means? That in the spiritual aspect, they say that aspiration will lead us to what? It will take us from realization. Aspiration, inspiration बाहर से हुआ, aspiration अंदर से जज्बा हुआ, and what does it bring? Realization. Our realization and revelation, decoding. All the secrets are opening. Now we have realized, We have got the aspiration, हमको the जज्बा हो चुका है, and in spirituality, now we have started having the realization, becoming aware. And when we become aware, decoding starts. The secrets start opening up to us. And when they open up to us, then we are applying all the laws. When you're applying all the manifestation starts. So it goes into realization, revelation, and manifestation. Where does it start from? Aspiration. Where does aspiration start from? Inspiration. Where do we get the inspiration from? Whatever knowledge we are taking from outside. All this information are like an inspiration to us. And it rises the aspiration in us. हमारे अंदर वो जज्बा उठा रही है. अरे इतनी knowledge है, इतना कुछ है, is inspiring us. Yes, we want our transformation. We want our happiness. We want to benefit for ourselves and for the world. हमने अपने लिए भी सेवा करना है, बाहर की कर. We want a beautiful life. We want a healthy life. We want to be in high spirit. We want to experience the bliss. We want to be in the union. So this is all the aspiration has risen from the knowledge, which was like an inspiration. And what does it bring inside? Our spirituality says it is a realization. Awareness has come. Man jagrat ho chuka hai. And jab man jagrat ho chuka hai, is what is it? It is decoding. All the secrets are opening. Revelation. It is the revelation of all the secrets of life. And then this is going to be the manifestation. Three things: realization, revelation, and manifestation. And what does the manifestation do? What does it manifest? The divine power is just flowering out. Is manifestation the actual identity, that true self is just flowered out, which was already hidden inside, deep-rooted inside. We have now realized, and we can see now it is all opening up, is flowering out, and this manifestation is our perfect nature. This is a perfect nature. What are we? We are the walking, talking God on earth. That is the manifestation. So the journey starts from जितने भी हमने levels में किए हैं, all this knowledge is our inspiration, triggering our aspiration. हमारे अंदर की जज्बा, हमारे अंदर का passion, हमारे अंदर के goals, हमारे अंदर focus. It is triggered, and this aspiration, what is it doing? Is awakening us. It is awakening us, and we are realizing. Man jagrat ho gaya, and jagrat ke baad all the decoding, all the secrets are being opened up, revelations, and then now we are going to manifestation. That is, our divinity is just going to bloom out. We are the walking, talking God on earth. So this is a very, very important part. This revelation, this aspiration is very, very important, because अगर हमारे अंदर ये चीज जागृत हो गई, हमारे अंदर ये चीज जागृत हो गई, we can use all the laws, the first level and second level, beautifully. हमारे अंदर है aspiration, जज्बा है, law of attraction started. We know the cause and effect. We have the aspiration कि हमको पता है कि law of cause and effect होता है. I am going to be very careful of my cause. I start introspecting. I start decoding. And I start manifesting. मेरे अंदर वो जज्बा आ गया. So all the laws will be very clear only if there is an aspiration. Very important tool. Now the next tool is called the dedication. The next tool today I'm doing is dedication. Now this dedication comes when? जब हमारे अंदर inspiration से aspiration का trigger हो चुका है, हमारे अंदर जज्बा उठ गया, then only dedication होगा. अगर aspiration ही नहीं है तो dedication कहाँ से होगा? So dedication is what? What do you mean by dedication? What is another word for dedication? This second law, you can just move on to the next slide. They can just click the thing. So the next one is a dedication, in which we say it is just like devotion. It is a devotion. It is a commitment. It is a devotion and it is a commitment. This is the second. Anji Rimpleji, can you just move on to the second slide? It is dedication. Okay. Now, what is dedication? Is devotion or commitment to a cause, person, mission. And what is it based on? Love and desire to serve humanity. So these are all spiritual. But dedication we have in the worldly also. जब भी हम पढ़ाई करते कुछ भी करते हैं या किसी काम पे लगते हैं या हम अपने working areas में चले जाते हैं तो वहां पे भी हमको dedication चाहिए. We need it, definitely we need it. बच्चों को dedication चाहिए in the education also. Even if they go for sport, they need the dedication, they need a commitment, the devotion has to be there. But when we talk about the internal, then we need this commitment, devotion, only when we have that aspiration. हमारे अंदर वो जज्बा है, then only we can commit, then only we can devote. But then what happens? This is in a spiritual aspect. Usually हमारे अंदर ये होता नहीं, हमारे अंदर dedication होती नहीं. क्यों? हमने उस चीज को समझा ही नहीं कि how important dedication is. Dedication is very important. और देखोगे हर जगह में हम डोल जाते हैं. कोई भी बात होती है, हम लोग थोड़ा सा काम किए, 2 दिन किए, 3rd day आउट. अब नाम सिमरन की इंजेक्शन तो लगाते तो व्हाट आर वी डूइंग? 1 दिन किया, 2 दिन किया, 10 दिन किया, अब तो पता है, छोड़ो, ओके. There is no dedication anywhere. We do not give a commitment. We don't have to give a commitment to anyone. We have to give a commitment to ourselves. This is dedication, and this commitment is only our devotion. यही हमारी devotion है. So we have to see that this is very important because जगह जगह में हम डोल जाते हैं. अगर हमारे अंदर डेडिकेशन है तो जितने भी हमने लॉस किए इन द फर्स्ट एंड द सेकंड लेवल, वी विल डेडिकेट आवरसेल्फ, वी विल गिव अ कमिटमेंट. हमारे अंदर वो डिवोशन होगी कि हमने रोज ये करना है. हमने 24/7 अपने मन के ऊपर काम करना है. हम वेवर नहीं करेंगे. This is a commitment, this is a devotion, this is a dedication. क्या ये है? नहीं है. So this is already there inside us. This is the psychological effect, this is the attribute of a human being. ये हमारे अंदर है. But हमने कभी जागृत ही नहीं किया क्योंकि हमने इसकी अहमियत ही नहीं समझी. We never thought about the importance of it. If we want all the laws to manifest, we want to work and we want to create that happiness into our life, then we have to use this tool. अब हम लोगों ने 15 दिन हो गए, हम लोग बल्कि more than 15 दिन, हमको तकरीबन is going to be more than 20 days we have been doing all the laws. Did we have that aspiration? Did we have all the dedication and commitment कि हम रोज उसको पढ़ें, रोज हम उसको apply करें? Did we have that commitment to ourselves? Did we have the devotion? Did we have the dedication? No, we did not have it. We did not have it. But this quality is already in us. Today we are understanding that why it is so important. Why this is so important. Then what is the value? What is the value of this devotion? What is the importance of this dedication? Now see, there are 3 things that is saying. Dedication is one unique power which is capable of converting your life from rags to riches. Dedication. What is the value of dedication? Is the first is that it is capable of converting your life from rags to riches. This is dedication. अगर आपके अंदर ये जज्बा, आपके अंदर ये dedication, ये commitment है to yourself, even in the materialistic world, when you're working with full 100%, with full devotion, your life will come from rags to riches. And if you talk on the spiritual, if you're actually working on it, then you will see that the rags are what? All that vikar, all those vices, you will eradicate and you become the master of what? All your positive energy. This is the power of your devotion, dedication, your commitment. Next is what? What is the value of the dedicated? Second is make dedication your passion. Make your dedication your passion. हमारे passion तो बहुत हैं. Passion, we have sports. हमारे passions हैं education. Our passion in life is that we have to achieve certain goals in life, in a professional life. We have a lot of things, but see that these dedications and all these passions, that whatever you have committed becomes your passion. कि अगर मैंने ये कमिटमेंट दी है, अगर मैंने ये डेडिकेशन की है कि मैंने अपने अंदर को नेगेटिव को खत्म करके मैंने इसको पॉजिटिव एनर्जी करनी है, बिकॉज दैट इज माय गोल, देन मेक दिस योर पैशन. ये नजर आना चाहिए. Then they say that because when you make this into your passion, then this is your real success. This is your real success. Materialistic world में जो भी हम कमा रहे हैं और हमने उसके अंदर में डेडिकेशन कमिटमेंट की है, पैसा कमा लोगे, रुतबा कमा लोगे या स्टेटस आ जाएगा, but then that is not success. That is not success. Success only comes when there is spirituality. The day you have your passion in you, you have that dedication, you have that commitment to yourself, that मैंने अपने अंदर की स्पिरिचुअलिटी को ट्रिगर करना है, मैंने अपने अंदर के वैल्यूज और वर्च्यूज को इंक्रीज करना है, then that is real success. So make your dedication into a passion. Then become the master. Become the master in dedication. You need to implement the total effort of your heart, mind, and soul. Become the master. Dedication में आप mastery कर लो. All your effort, 100%. Put your heart, your mind, and soul into it. 100%. Your dedication किस चीज में? कि what I think, what I sense, what I feel, what I speak, all are in line. Make this as your passion for it. Make this as your dedication in it. Then being dedicated to yourself and your work, if you bring up this, trigger this subconscious mind of dedication, of commitment as a passion, then what will happen? You are going to open opportunities for your growth and your advancement. अगर आपके अंदर ये डेडिकेशन है, इन मटीरियलिस्टिक वर्ल्ड अगर आपके अंदर ये डेडिकेशन है, कमिटमेंट है, then what will you see? That you will have more opportunities. आप पढ़ाई भी करते हो, अपनी पूरी डेडिकेशन देते हो, you will have more opportunities. You will have more other, you will see there are so many other courses coming up. You will have more opportunity. Same thing in spiritual world. अगर आपके अंदर ये डेडिकेशन है, आपके अंदर ये कमिटमेंट है, that you have to evolve. This is your devotion. आपको इंस्पिरेशन से एस्पिरेशन आ गया और एस्पिरेशन से give your full devotion, your commitment, your dedication. And what will happen to this? This is going to bring totally, you will see there will be lots and lot of opportunities. वो कहते हैं opportunities कैसे? वो कहते हैं ना कि एक कदम आप आगे हो, मैं 10 कदम हूँ. See the opportunities, how much he will give you in your involvement. Then what is the key to the dedication? What is the key to the dedication? Dedication implies total devotion. And dedication is the ultimate key to success in life. Dedication is the ultimate key to success in life. And dedication implies total devotion. Total devotion. Devotion in this way, even in the external world, even in the internal world. आपके ये जज्बा, आपके अंदर की ये डिवोशन, आपके अंदर ये कमिटमेंट, very, very strong tools to bring success into your life. And if you will overlook these sub tools, these sub laws, you are going to be in a soup. Your life is going to be imbalanced. There will be a chaos into your life because aspiration and dedication will help you to apply all the laws of the first level and the second level beautifully, and you will get results. So we have done today 2 laws. We will be doing two sub laws every day. Be tuned that these are already inside you. We are just helping you to trigger it. And don't overlook these laws. So any confusion, anything that you have not understood or you want to questions, please, Arvinder, you can carry on.
Beautifully stated, Kuaji. These sub laws, yes. Even if we have a tool book handy, sometimes we still have a lot of queries. So let's pour out all our doubts and we can attain clarity. Hanji Rajwanji. Unmute करो जी.
हाँ जी,
हाँ जी,
सत श्री अकाल बुआ जी,
सत श्री अकाल, सत श्री अकाल।
आवाज आ रही है मेरी?
हाँ जी, हाँ जी, आ रही।
बुआ जी, aspiration and desire differentiate because there is a clash of interest between aspiration and desire.
Yes.
Now my
Look,
second question is,
let me do one by one. Let me do one by one. Aspiration is
ठीक है.
also aspiration is also a desire, a dream, a goal. It is, but aspiration is more on the positive side. Desire is also positive. Every person has a desire. Even in the materialistic world, we all have desire. We want to evolve in our work also. In our education field, we want to have progress in life. These are all desires. But we should not be very careful. What are the desires? What are the desires? Even what is the aspiration? Aspiration also we need. Agar maine padhai karni, I need that jaspa. I need that goal. I need that goal. I need that passion. Chahiye. But till where? Till where? Agar a materialistic world with chale jane, to what happens? These things, if we cross the benchmark and we get too much consumed into, we are going to be in a soup. But if we go on to internal side and we have this desire, and our desire is aspiration, connection to the higher self. This is nothing. This is absolutely the highest. This desire should be there. You can cross all the benchmarks over here. You don't need any benchmark over here. Our aspiration should be 100%. Our desire should be 100%. Because this is something which is the ultimate. We get consumed into it, excellent. But if we get consumed in the desire of the external or aspiration to the external, then we will be into a soup.
बुआ जी, aspirer and daydreamers. Are aspirer daydreamers?
Yes. See, when we are into aspiration.
Are aspirer?
Yes. See, absolutely. It is already told in one slide that we are like dreamers. We become like dreamers. Now, how? I am talking about कि, for example, external में हो, एक बंदा बहुत ज़्यादा किसी काम पे लगा हुआ है. He is in his own world. उसको कुछ भी नहीं नजर आएगा. उसको कुछ भी नहीं नजर आएगा. ना family, ना बच्चे, कुछ भी नहीं. He will be in a soup. But अगर we are connecting aspiration, we have to the highest self. Then what is it? We are totally soaked into that energy. That energy is what? Virtues, Rabbi Gun, the laws of nature. So what happened? This also is like a dreamer. We are in a very beautiful world where we are not causing harm to ourselves and not causing harm to the world also. We are working on ourselves, beneficial for ourselves and for the world. So dreamers are both. Aspiration, outside
sometimes.
Hanji. Hanji, Hanji.
Sometimes my relatives and my friends, they call me, you're a daydreamer.
Can't hear you. Your voice is breaking. Your voice is breaking. Your voice is breaking.
You're not with us. You're
Arvinder, can you understand?
thinking something else. What is it?
Rajwanji, can you repeat your question?
You're not sometimes my friends and my relatives, they call me you're a daydreamer.
He's got a network issue. He will rejoin again. So till then, we'll go on to the next one. Hanji Sujit Kaur ji. Unmute karo ji. I think even Sujit Kaurji we do not have. She's got network issues. So if anybody else has a question, we can put forth. Kaurji, when you spoke about aspiration, you said about jasba and passion. So sometimes we do have a jasba, we do have a passion, but the other person does not understand our passion or jasba. So are they instrumental in violating this particular law of nature? Because
Yes,
they are not understanding.
they're not understanding, no? They don't understand. They become as a hindrance to us also.
Yes,
Become
yes.
to us also. And for them, because they do not understand, they are violating it also. They are violating it also. And they are trying. But sada jazba itna hunda hai that we can understand. This knowledge is giving us an opportunity. Agla ta nahi aega. But ਅਸੀਂ ਲੋਕ ਰੁਕ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਹਾਂ because ਅਸੀਂ ਕਦੀ ਕਦੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਕਿ that person has done like this, is trying to not understand and criticizing, so we say can't forget it. फिर साਡਾ जज्बा goes down. Why become more concerned of the other people? But अगर साडे अंदर passion है, जज्बा है, concepts are clear, we know what we can achieve, then it makes no difference.
So, but even if the other person in good faith is, because he's not understanding, in good faith, he's stopping you, hindering you. So even then he's violating that law?
Yes, he is violating because he is not able to attain. No, this
Yes.
law is for everyone, it's open for everyone, but that person is not able to achieve it. He's not able, it is there. He does not know कि जज्बा दी लोड है कि ये. Not only in this, जज्बा दी लोड, external, internal, दोनों दी लोड है कि ये. But he is somewhere violating because he not accepting. Unconsciously, he is not understanding, so he is violating it.
Yes.
No, जज्बा
Absolutely.
थोड़ी बोलेगा, ये लॉ थोड़ी बोलेगा कि तेनों चीज समझ आएगी तो मैं तेन कुछ नहीं करना. No, जो नुकसान थोड़ा होना है वो होना ही होना है.
True. Hanji, we'll go on to the next one. Deepaji, can you unmute yourself, ji?
Buaji, my question is, this aspiration is just like making your goal of life or the purpose of your life. Like we have a design of, we have a roadmap of our life. Like, okay.
Yes.
So sometimes when we work on this aspiration and our dedication goes down, in that case, again, we have to get inspired, and then again, we have to get aspiration, or that aspiration is already there, that main aspiration is there, and our dedication goes down, and then we will seek the inspiration again, no? For that
Yes.
particular aspiration.
Yes. So that is why we say, no, at times we are not even able to understand what is blocking. So I said, no, go to a psychologist. If it is on the mental state, external. If it is internal, go to the spiritual. Then we go back again to the knowledge. Then again that inspiration we are taking already under hai. But kahin na kahin hamari confusion, maybe the knowledge is still not 100% we've understood, or maybe the concepts are not very clear. Again we go to the inspiration. That inspiration again triggers our aspiration. Oh, jasba hai. Jab wo jasba hai, then again our dedication comes. That is why we say go to the spiritual leaders. Again go back into the knowledge. Understand the thing. Everything is inside, but somewhere there is some flaw, something has we have missed out. It is there 100% in everyone. Why? Manitu Joseph, everyone has everything. But we did not even know that we having all these attributes. We don't have to go out and pour, it is there deep rooted inside. That is the all identity, everything is inside. We are just trying to trigger it. With what? With the inspiration, aspiration, dedication.
Our social goals are also met by when we seek the spiritual goals, then our social goals are also met.
Yes, absolutely. When you go into the spiritual, you'll see your social, your family, your skills, everything is going to flood. That is why it says, no, what does this aspiration, dedication do? They trigger inside the beauty inside us that flowers out. Why? How does it flower out? I already have told you those three things: realization, revelation, and manifestation. All the three things, how it goes one by one by one. And then it is a manifestation of what? The beauty inside us. That oneness, our identity just flowers out and we become the walking, talking God on earth.
That means you mean to say that as our aspiration should be to work on ourselves, to go
All
within,
yes,
to empty
yes.
ourselves from the negative things and fill it with the positive things.
Yes, absolutely. So now it becomes very clear because now we got the aspiration. Now we know, oh, that's a law, the cause and effect. So finish of the cause, the effect will change. What you sow socially, okay, now I'm not going to sow there, I'm going to sow there. So my aspiration, mera jazba becomes strong. So now I'm applying all my laws because I have the dedication, my aspiration is there.
Yes, beautiful. Thank you.
God bless you, Racha.
Jyotiji, you have put a question in the chat box. You can unmute yourself and you can ask your question yourself, Ji. Jyotiji. हाँ जी, unmute करो जी.
Buaji, sometimes people around us don't understand our passion and we face a lot of crabby situations. How do we keep ourselves motivated?
See, there are people are not going to understand you. Sorry, there are going to be very few people like you who are coming onto the Zoom. Very few. There aren't going to be any crowd. Not any crowd. We have built our own, a little world. Now we are about 20, 25 of us. We made our own world. And so many people, very nice. We have people are there working. We don't know. You go into the world, they will say, what are you talking? We don't even understand you. This is not our cup of tea. It is just we 25, 30 people who are talking here. Maybe when we go out, there'll be another 25 with us. The universe has a big amount of people, billions of people. We are just like peanuts over there. People are going to give you bashes. They're not going to understand you. You have to understand your own mission. You have to understand your own aspiration. You have to understand what is your cup of tea. You have to take only your responsibility. People understand and don't understand. It is an empathy for them that they don't understand. That is not their cup of tea. ऋषि कहते हैं ना कि यार एक बारी छक के तो देखो, just see how beautiful the world is. ये रास्ते मान के देखो, we become desperate. रास्ते मान के देखो, how beauty it is. Look at the beauty of it. How life is so beautiful. But this will be just few. We are just peanuts here, bacha. Take your responsibility. Mannan na mannan. इस रस को तुसी आप मानते जाओ. Experience the beauty of life. Experience that exhalation, the bliss inside you.
So, Buaji,
So take your own responsibility.
how do we involve our near and dear ones also in the evolution so that we are together on the journey?
That is by just taking your own responsibility. Take your own responsibility, make your auras so beautiful, so strong that they all come into that aura field of yours. Make your aura that big, because when you are working, your auras are expanding, your spiritual muscles are becoming bigger and bigger. Your auras become so big. Now, for example, if my body, I am now 5'5", 5'6", and in diameter, you'll see I'm 42. Okay, my aura will increase and increase and increase. It'll go into so big that if your aura goes into the society, it covers up the Anji, just 1 minute. Let me take this answer first. And once our auras, means spiritual people have auras, itna bada hota hai ki that they cover one locality, that big you can make. Once that aura becomes that big, the people who come into that field, transformation starts. It starts changing. It starts affecting them. They don't know, but they like it. Somewhere they're sucking that energy. What happened? Take your responsibility. Apne auras ko strong karo. Let the people come inside that magnetic field of yours. Let them come into it. Only take your responsibility.
Thank
तो
you.
घर में तो है, अपने extended family है. So इतना औरा तो कर लो कि जो घर के बंदे वो तो उसके उस औरा फील्ड में आ जाए. इसी को तो कहते हैं नाम जपो, अवरा नाम जपाओ. आपने नाम जपा है, आपने उस चीज को इनकल्ट किया, वो डेडिकेशन, योर एस्पिरेशन, योर हायर सेल्फ, द क्वालिटीज, योर वर्च्यूज, योर inculcated inside you. ये अपने नाम जपा है. When your auras increase, the people come into that field of your aura field. When they come, they start feeling the change. Naam japo, avra naam japao.
बुआ जी कई बार नाम जपने पे भी ये होता है कि बोलते हैं कि वही वही कर रहे हो, वही वही कर रहे हो, उससे क्या फायदा होता है? उन्हें
See,
कैसे
कहते
समझाएं?
हैं ना कि कहते हैं कि तुम वही वही कर रहे हो, वही वही कर रहे हो। अगर हम एक गायत्री मंत्र पढ़ते हैं या एक
हाँ
जपजी साहब पढ़ते हैं, हम रोज पढ़ते हैं,
जी
रोज पढ़ते हैं, हम पूरी उम्र पढ़ते आए हैं,
जी
अच्छा, पढ़ते आए हैं। आज हम लोग ने देखा कि उसके मीनिंग्स पहले क्या थे। कहते हैं ना, हमारा गुरु नित नवा, every day you read, every something new, everything you'll find a different meaning to it. Every time it is new, it is new. So when we are practicing, it's not that we are practicing that one thing. We are actually cultivating, those things and making our spiritual muscles stronger and stronger. Halito, we are just walking on that path, but we have to keep on and on and on and on, engraving these into our subconscious mind. हमारा subconscious mind बहुत कूड़ा कचरा पड़ा हुआ है। हमने इसको बार 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 रोज करेंगे, रोज करते जाएंगे, हमारा सबकॉन्शियस माइंड इज गोइंग टू अगेन बी again recorded. New recordings are going to go. Old recordings are going to diminish off. New recordings are going to go. So we need repetitions. We need repetition, and when repetition, new things are going to come. जो हमने एक चीज को पढ़ा है 10 साल पहले और आज जो हम पढ़ रहे हैं, there's an enlightenment. You see, there are so many changes. So many new things are coming up.
ट्रू ट्रू
New
थैंक यू बुआ
meanings are coming up.
जी।
हाँ जी।
Anji, we can quickly squeeze in one more last question. Ji Rajvanshi.
बुआ जी,
हाँ जी।
आवाज आ रही है मेरी?
हाँ जी, आगे आगे जी आगे।
बुआ जी, without dedication you cannot lead a successful life.
हाँ जी, yes.
But then some to honor some persons who have died, they to give them respect, they said so and so event and so work is dedicated to so and so person. तो मनोरंजन डेडिकेशन का क्या मतलब है? जब बंदा ही नहीं है तो वो डेडिकेशन क्या क्या है?
This is a different dedication. That is a verb. Dedicating, giving a dedication, and all this is a verb, working. And dedicated to so and so is not a verb. It's being handed over for the work that they had done. This is other dedication. Today we dedicate so and so thing for his so and so work. So
this
his
is
work,
honor.
yeah, it's an honor.
अच्छा, I mean, you should. It's given a good example that you can follow his values and you can follow his aspirations.
Yes, absolutely. And
Thank you,
God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Not following the traffic signal results in chaos and may even lead to accidents. Similarly, not syncing with the laws of nature results in a chaotic life. We conclude our first session on Laws of Universe Level 3. Thank you all for joining. Have a terrific Tuesday.